In today's video, we'll be looking at how to set up and customize workspace presets inside of Affinity to make our design workflows much more seamless and quicker. So before beginning, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity. Now with that said, let's get started with the video. So as you can see right here, this is the current workspace settings that we have, where there is the histogram and color panel on the right, layers, channels, brushes and stop panels on the right, and navigator, transform and history panels on the bottom right. So this is the current default presets inside of the Pixel Studio in Affinity. So what if we want to change our workspace for a specific type of project or anyone who is using your Affinity inside of your machine? So in those cases, for example, let's say if you want to create a new workspace presets for your color grading workflows, then we can set up the new workspace presets easily inside of Affinity. And we can also add a new or change or customize your presets if you want to add a new or create a new presets for your painting workspace inside of Affinity. For example, let's say I want to change my color, or I want to move my color panel to the left first of all. Similarly, I'll navigate to the top, click on Windows, and inside of the Windows, I'll navigate below and hover over General. So from the General's menu item, I'll navigate below and select swatches. Now you can see that a new swatch color panel has been added. So we can simply click and drag it to the left to add it inside of the colors panel like so. So right now we're going to create a simple workspace for color grading projects inside of Affinity. So for that, what we can also do is we can also click and drag the histogram panel on the left like so, and on top of the histogram panel we can simply click and place the color panel to dock it beneath the histogram panel like so, and we'll give our layers panel a full view, and we can also click our channels panel and click and drag it beneath the colors panel like so and dock it beneath it. So let's say I'm satisfied with this particular arrangement of our workspace. So now in order to save this workspace in a new preset, all we can do is simply navigate to the top, click on Windows, navigate below and select panels, and inside of the panels we can simply select an option called add preset. So it will ask us to name our preset, which is the new preset that we are saving. So I'll simply type in color grading, and after typing in color grading, I'll simply click on OK now. And now if I go and select Windows again and navigate below inside of the panels, you can see that we have successfully saved a new preset that goes by the name color grading. So you can customize your workspace accordingly to your preference. So in some cases, what happens is sometimes we mess up with our workspace, or our workspace will be a complete disaster. So for example, let's say I have the channels panel randomly somewhere, and then I have this color and swatches panels randomly beneath it, history panels here, and maybe this panel right here. And so sometimes we might face this problem that our workspace or different panels are completely messed up in different position inside of Affinity. So in order to fix this, all we can do is navigate to the top, select Windows menu item, navigate below, hover over panel options, and again we can go ahead and click on color grading, and this would automatically and quickly fix our workspace to how it was before. So we can also swap or jump between different workspaces. So for example, if I want to again revert our workspace back to how it was before, we can simply navigate to the top, select Windows, navigate below and hover over the panels option. And if we simply hover over and select the reset button inside of it, you can now see that our panels has now repositioned back to its default state. So this is basically how you can set up your workspace according to your project needs inside of Affinity. Now, what if you want a new workspace for your painting project? So in those cases, for a new painting workspace, let's navigate to our layers panel and click and drag the layers panel outside. and place the layers panel to the top left corner like so. And similarly, we also want our brush to be shown by default since we'll be using brushes a lot inside of the painting workspace. So I'll simply click on the brush panel and drag it like so on the right hand side like this, so that we can select different brushes for our new painting projects. Similarly, we do not want the channel and stock panel right here. So I'll simply click on this option and then close panel group in order to get rid of them completely. Similarly, we also want to play around with the colors. So I'll simply click on this color panel and then drag it to the left to adjust it beneath the layers panel like so. And like before, we'll again navigate to the top and select Windows menu item. Navigate below and hover over the general option, and then navigate below and select swatches. Now you can see that our swatches panel has been activated on the top right corner. I'll simply click on the swatches panel and drag it inside of the colors panel like so, so that we can have multiple options to play around with our colors for our painting projects. So now I'm fine and satisfied with this particular workspace. Now, in order to add this also as a new workspace, which is the painting workspace, I'll simply navigate to the top, select Windows, navigate below and hover over the panels option. And inside of the panels option, I'll simply again add a new preset. And this time I'll name it as a painting preset. And after naming it as a painting preset, let's navigate below and select OK. And now this has added it as a painting preset. Now, if we navigate to the top and select the Windows menu option again, and inside of the panels, you'll be able to see both of the presets that we have saved, which is the color grading preset that we saved initially, as well as the painting preset that we saved afterwards. And we can easily swap between both of these presets quickly and easily. So if I simply click on the color grading preset, you will be able to see that now our workspace has changed to how it was before for the color grading workspace. If I navigate to the Windows again and select panels, and inside of the panels, if I select painting preset, now we can again come back to the painting presets that we have recently saved or set up. And in addition to that, we can also go to the reset or the default workspace by navigating below and selecting the reset option right here. And we have come back to how our UI was initially. So you can save these presets for any of the studios above. That is, whether you are working for a vector studio or a layout studio, you can save presets for each of the studio. And in addition to that, if I navigate to the Windows menu item again, navigate below and select panel, and inside of the panel, we can also have much more control to manage these presets. So in order to manage the presets, I'll select the manage presets option right here. And now you can see that the panel's preset manager has successfully opened up. And in here on the left, you can see the new presets that we have recently set up, which is the color grading preset and the painting preset. So we have more options to control these presets. For example, if I select the color grading preset, you'll see that on the right, different commands have been activated where we can rename this preset, we can delete this preset, or we can apply these presets to replace the current preset with the selected preset inside of the panel preset manager. So I want to go back to the color grading preset. So in order to go back to the color grading preset, all I can do is simply navigate below and select on apply button. And now you can see that we are successfully reverted back to our color grading preset workspace inside of Affinity. Now after we are satisfied, let's navigate below and click on the close button. And this is how you can set up your new presets as per your preference of your specific projects that you will be working on inside of Affinity. So if you find this video helpful, please click on the like button. And for more tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next video.